once again to Snowed In, episode 9.
Brought to you by Marvel Legends, Hasbro Spider-Man 1977, with real Nicholas Hammond action.
As opposed to Tobey Maguire action?
That's right. Or Andrew Garfield.
Garfield. Oh wait,
And also,
different
for all of
Garfield.
you on our Patreon, you are the ones who make this all happen.
Well, I do have a Patreon, and well, it did have a patron in it for a while. That is not true. The people that make it happen are me, and me, and me, and me.
Are you subscribed to your own Patreon?
You are always auto-subscribed to your own Patreon. Technically, you just don't give it any money.
Wow,
There
you
we
don't
go.
think you're worth giving yourself money, Steve?
No,
That's
I
just a
don't actually.
negative.
It's part of why every time I buy stuff for myself, I have an emotional breakdown.
Is that what that was? That was last night?
Yes.
I just don't know if I'm worth this food.
I mean, that often happens to me. Anywho,
Anywho,
when last the party left off, you were wrapping up a delightful little dinner party. Many of you made new contacts. Many of you made little messes. Many of you didn't go to the party at all. Some of you, not many of you.
One of you?
well,
One.
you know, he's got to move those little plastic things.
Yeah. Everybody needs to buy more RPG books as well.
Those Burning Wheel box sets will not sell themselves.
Exactly.
The irony of him not going to the party in the game to be at the gaming store, but him being at the gaming store, but not having people in there right now.
Yep. Hey, you guys want to come over? Maybe we can do this online. Maybe we can do this IRL.
A lot harder to record it and archive it IRL.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
that
Critical Role could
alternative-
do that.
Critical Role spends thousands of dollars on equipment.
we
Yeah,
could do the
Up
same.
to you.
Well, that's just
just
like everybody
give
else.
up Patreon money. Maybe you should start putting more of your own money into your Patreon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Steve.
I have to have money first.
Thanks to my Patreon, we'll now be using real nothing.
Gotta figure out which patron to subscribe to.
All right. Well, as the new day dusks,
Yes, it is.
the party will find themselves awakening to a note left behind for them. Cipriano has asked all of you to meet with him as the day begins, or as the night begins.
Can do.
Yes.
Everyone attending the meeting with Cipriano
Everyone?
is everyone.
Yep. Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah, I'm definitely
Yes.
attending.
We'll be attending.
Got to see what the sip dog wants.
The sip dog.
Oh.
No, you don't do that ever again.
You don't like big sip dog?
I'm saying pimp daddy sip dog.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Pocket.
That's it.
He's in the pocket of Big Sip Dog.
All right.
Can I just call you sip dog?
As
No.
the party enters in, Cipriano seems to be in relatively positive spirits, considering how he's normally come across.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm a little confused myself.
It seems you've all done better than I expected in this little soiree you had last night. Bravo. some things to keep in mind, though. Hopefully you're making the connections that you need so we can move forward with the actual reason you're here. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, I wasn't at the party last night, but I think I have made some connections that might be useful.
Good. It's going to be important that I get made aware as to whom your connections are so I can verify whether or not they are safe connections or whether or not you are putting things at risk.
Oh, well, all right. A guy named Billy Marshall. Apparently, he worked at the temple, the big temple. He was doing some fancy wiring for him.
I have learned a bit about Billy Marshall. He seems to be a thread that weaves itself between two of you on a regular basis. However, Tony, I think there's somebody I'm a little more interested that you ran into yesterday. Don't think I didn't see the blip happen all of a sudden. Somebody was running around with a little bit of you inside them.
Uh-oh. Tony, you scalawag.
Oh.
I thought it was kind of strange when he asked me that. No one's ever really talked to me about that before, so I thought it might have been, he's a little freaky, but I figured if he got the information, it'd be maybe fine.
I get to wait a little longer before having to introduce teams to this kind of thing. But I suppose since the awkward cat's out of the bag, I will give you a breakdown. For vampires, it is possible to share your blood with the cattle that walk the earth. When you do so, they become better than they were before for a short time. And they can gain a little pinch of what you have running through your blood. However, it's very addictive. For many, it can be more addictive than even some of the strongest drugs available. It's important, though, if you're going to do this, that you keep these people on a very short leash and be ready to terminate them when the correct time comes. They get very clingy, and they can get very reckless when they become hungry.
Like more reckless than we get if we're too hungry?
Nothing can be more reckless than what happens when we are starved. But they will put you in situations that you will have to clean up. When you're starving, you'll clean up your own situation. It just might not be in a way that leaves you able to stay in town anymore. I guess it's pretty close. Less bodies will die. Less people will die directly in the process. So please, be careful when using this, but you can use it to your advantage. They will often serve you better than most dogs will. I am currently looking into this person that you interacted with, though. He belongs to some kind of cult. I do not know all the details yet. We've been trying to identify this group for a while. They seem to operate as if they know about what it is that we do, who it is that we are, and they seem to be in some way connected to your background, but I have not fully figured out how. What about the rest of you?
What if we just turned a bunch of them and then they let them loose in their own colds?
So they are not, well, they are loyal. They are not just simply manipulated with ease. Loyalty and subservience are two very different things. You can ask a loyal person to go fetch you something here and there. Much harder to get a loyal person to do something that violates their own ethics. Not hard, but much more difficult.
But much more fun.
In some ways. What about the rest of you? What contacts have you made?
I'm blanking on that guy's name. Who was I talking to last session?
You were talking to
Mayor?
the other person running for board, which was...
It was some Greek name.
Yes, but he goes by the name of Carlos, but it is Carolus.
Yeah, it's...
Yes, Toyota Corollos.
Very good. I was trying to think of a nickname. That one worked.
All I could think about was Rolos.
Well, he could be an interesting contact. A concern that I would have with him is the people that I'm going to need you all to activate need to be able to move around with less detection from most of society. So my concern would be with a high-ranking person like that, we may end up drawing unnecessary attention to his personal affairs, and that would start to drag in the rest of the connections we have.
That's fair. Other than him, I schmoozed with a few people, but nobody like the same level as that.
That's fine. There is still time, I believe. So we are not at the end of our rope yet, but it would be good if within the next few days you could find someone. What about the others of you that have not spoken up yet?
There's someone in the gaming group that I've been working with. Personally, she does seem to have an in with the temple. With the temple, from what I understand. But there's something also strange about her that I'm kind of trying to figure out myself, but that might be useful in some ways.
Describe this strangeness.
Well, last night she did, while we were playing Call of Cthulhu, there was a fire seemed to have just started when she was making an attack, or I think I'm my personal theory is that she may have connected with something in the game or something. So, I guess a part of me has to ask: is Cthulhu real?
There are a lot of things that you would consider before to have been false that are real, but to the best of my understanding, the literal concept of the elder beings are not to be believed.
That's just disappointing.
However, it sounds like you may have someone who is on the verge of awakening something within them. I will find more information about this person, and I will get back to you with that as soon as I can.
All right. Do I need to give you her name, or is...
Yes, that will be the most important part.
Emily. Her name's Emily.
Emily what?
I just realized I'm only on a first name basis with her. Never asked her last name.
Very well. I will have one of my agents figure out that detail. Yes, I heard your sounds, but I did not hear words to follow up with them.
Oh, sorry. Asai is just gonna hand or take out the business card or the card he got from Bryson and hand it to him.
Thank you. It was driving me crazy. I did not write his name down
Oh,
on
you
my
didn't write
note.
his name down?
Yeah.
Classic
Call him
mistake.
Bry.
Yeah, he will take a look at the card. That's very interesting. Do you understand what his job is from this card? It seems very boring, right? Bunch of letters. Got word manager in it. That sounds exciting, right?
No, not really.
Did he tell you anything about it by chance?
The farthest we got in our conversation was of art. Nothing past that.
He manages financial compliance for companies. Normally he'll hand you back the card. Normally people in this kind of position are sort of like in the in-between of an auditor. They help you not end up being audited when you are dealing with complicated financial transactions. I would be surprised if his biggest client weren't the school itself.
Huh.
Most of those agencies often have a lot of grant money running through them, a lot of private equity funding, a lot of nonprofit funding. That kind of money often lends itself to needing to have compliance measures taken into consideration. So I would be shocked if he was not connected. Perhaps you can find out if that is the case, because they often operate with relatively private files, so it won't be easy, and I would trip off a lot of sensors to get more information. Did he take a liking to you?
It seemed as though he did. He was the only person to come up to talk to me that night.
Well, you don't exactly seem the usual type of person to be at a party like that. No offense. Maybe.
If I had the choice, truly, I wouldn't have gone.
In many ways, it worked out that you did. And how about you, Charlie? I know you've got Billy that's been talking to you incessantly.
Yeah.
Anyone else you've been interacting with lately?
Somebody asked me if I was serious about the church, but I didn't get a name. And I was just kind of busy last night, so I don't really know if I really had a chance to make any solid connections. But in general, I think people are now more favorably disposed of me.
That's good. You're in a good position to meet a lot of people, so I am not surprised.
Yeah. Is there any type of people I should be courting?
I would, considering Tony's actions, I would stick with Billy. Billy's got good connections. Billy seems to be interested in you.
Billy. Ugh.
So I would try to lean on him, perhaps.
Okay. We're all going to be working that Billy angle.
No. you're going to be working that Billy angle.
Oh,
Tony, if you could, please get me please get me as much information as you can on this informant of yours.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Hopefully he gets back to you with some information soon. In the meantime, how are all of your abilities manifesting? Are you learning how to use them properly? Getting accustomed?
nothing dramatic.
Trying not to overdo it.
Yeah.
As accustomed as I can be.
Spit it out here, Lena. You seem to have some sort of issue.
It's I just haven't had a chance to really utilize them. Like, even when we were training, they didn't really work too well.
Well, it takes practice.
Yeah. I suppose that's true of every skill.
Indeed. Try to find times to take the initiative to utilize them. Get yourself more accustomed to it. Get more used to it. Keep saying the word custom.
Well, I'll do what I can.
Good.
Feel like if I do feel like I can't, if I do have them figured out, they'll be very useful for what we have planned.
I would agree. All right. I will leave you all to the rest of your deeds, and I will get back to you with what information I can. As soon as you have your intel, please feed it back to me. All right. So, I actually here want to take a moment to focus on Donovan.
Uh-oh.
So, Donovan...
Before you start on the Donovan thing, is
Yes.
it going to take longer than 10 minutes?
why would you need...
I need to go patch up my arm.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You're fine.
Sorry, guys.
No big deal.
Oh yeah, take care of your wound. That's probably it's okay. I think we'll be all right.
Yes,
So,
you're right. Go take care of my wound. Fair enough.
Donovan,
Yes.
you've been working a lot in the background, making various contacts here and there, but you've got a kind of balance that you have to work with. You have, of everybody here, you're the one with the least level of anonymity. No one else here is likely able to be searched for on the internet and find similar references to themselves. But here you're leveraging some of your before death persona with your post mortis persona. This has left you in some awkward positions. And one of them that will inevitably arrive for you is a very unusual envelope that is delivered with your to you by Kevin as part of like your daily routine. The letter is, it has a like the stamp on it, not like a postage stamp, but the stamp they put on after a postage stamp would be there, but there's no postage stamp on it. There's no like nothing that would make postage there. It is also wrapped in this like almost velvety green paper, so it has this like very interesting texture to it, but it's still as thin as paper. And it has no return address, and only your name on it.
What shade of green?
Money.
The best shade of green.
Kevin will inform you that he made sure there was nothing dangerous or deadly about it, so you should be safe in that regard. But the method of delivery was rather unusual. Not a lot of things get to the mailbox under normal means, so he knows it didn't come from a post person, but it is interesting that it is stamped as if it had gone through the post.
Yeah, I don't understand why that would be relevant to do.
I
don't
really
understand the purpose of that.
I really don't either. I've been trying to figure this out for a while, but I'm aware of... I mean, there's a lot of reasons, or a lot of different things that would do this, but all I'm left with kind of is some aspect of maybe a mage kind of stuff here. There's interesting things that allow magic casty types that are human to kind of bend the rules in interesting ways, but they still have to have certain prerequisites attached to it.
All right. I guess if vampires are real, there's no reason that magic can't be real either.
Oh, magic is most certainly real. The reason you're safe here is that you exist within a whole building coated in layers and layers of the magic of my kin.
Suppose that makes as much sense as anything else these days.
It's all a learning process, and if Cipriano would let me just break some of it down for you all, I'm sure it'd be less confusing, but says it's all part of... He doesn't really call it the game, but I think of it as kind of a game, right? He's moving you all like pawns on a chessboard in the hopes that you'll level into queens and bishops.
Yeah, we're all definitely being played, that's for sure. But,
I will give you this. He is a man of his word. So whatever it is he's offered you afterwards, you'll get.
I don't doubt that, but there's always a cost. All those things are, by the right people, worded very specifically.
No, in this particular case, it's about his expectation of results. So you're obviously aware that your group wasn't the first if you're on the second already and nearly had an accident as it stands now. He knows what the chances are. The difference here is he's running out of time. The temple is due to open in the next year or so, and he's certain that once it opens, well, whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Well, guessing that there's no other information about this letter.
Did all that I could to try to figure out what I could, but there's a limit to what my abilities are.
Well, if you say it's safe, I'm going to trust you on this one. So,
it's the one thing I can be certain of.
Guessing I should probably go back to my room and open this up.
I would likely keep it private. Well, it might be safe. You never know what kind of weird stuff a mage is going to toss in there.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping my room doesn't explode.
Nah, that won't happen. Room's well protected. If you won't explode, then the room won't explode. None of the objects should explode except maybe the table. I don't think those are well protected, but I was worried about it. The tables are cheap.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, IKEA tables, right? Like, $20? Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I suppose not. I mean, if you're trying to just have a table, sure. I mean, if you're looking for something that looks good, you can go.
I mean, look around you. Do I look like this place is about looking good?
Valid point. Well, I appreciate your work as always, Kevin. And do I tip you, or is
You don't
Is that
have
how
any
this
real
works?
money. All your money is caught up in stocks, bonds, etc. I don't understand what you do. Crypto, right? You got some of that. You got some Bitcoiners.
If only I would have gotten some Bitcoin. I went with Doge. Ugh.
Oh, you listened to the crazy guy that named his kid like X something, right? Or was that his website?
Yeah. Probably both. Wouldn't be surprised if that's how I got in this mess in the first place.
I mean, sometimes
But,
it's weird. Sometimes it's all connected.
Yeah. But I appreciate it as always. I suppose I'll head on up now and take a look at this.
Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll head back to my room and I'll lock the door.
Yeah.
Look at this money envelope.
Yeah, you will open the envelope. And the envelope, as you like start to like open, it will start to unfold on its own. And from it, a like sort of ghostly apparition will appear. You don't recognize anything about who it is or what it is. It's sort of amorphous, but human-esque.
I'll slowly kind of like try to walk around it and see if it just follows me.
Yeah,
or-
it looks as if it's turning as you will move around the room. But its feet don't move.
Oh.
What's your name again? We'll call you D. Nice to meet you, D.
Should I know you?
Noise when I'm at work.
What is this?
You are received as the intended communicator. Hello to you, Donovan. You do not know me, but my employer knows you.
Well, hello to you.
Names. It's not time for those yet. We'll get there eventually.
I like being on this end of that.
I have been specifically assigned to reach out to you to inform you that you presently are delinquent on one or more of your transactions.
I'm gonna look for an off button.
Sorry, this has no dial to hang up.
I'm gonna pick up the paper. Like, how resilient is this? I'm not gonna like try to test out.
But yeah, you can feel the paper is kind of rigid. Like it has more stiffness to it than you would expect.
I'm gonna try a little bit to try to rip it. See if anything.
I would definitely not do that if I were you quite yet. Get the message first, then you can tear me out of here. You can do it now if you really prefer, but it will not go well for you.
Yeah, I don't think this will end up any better than last time if I do that. So, what's the catch? What's going on? Who do I owe what to?
You know of many of your debts. They have been consolidated very recently.
That's never a good thing.
It's one easy monthly payment for the next 30 years.
It's taken us longer than we expected to track you down, but we understand that you may have made a valuable bargain. And as such, we'd like to make an offer to you that for just a sliver of what it is that you are going to earn from this, you allocate to us.
Well, it's kind of hard to allocate things to no return address, so...
Well, we
I don't know
have
who
to
even to make
gauge
this
your
out.
interest first.
See, the problem is that a sliver is not a determinable quantity, like a meter or like a gallon. A sliver is, I suppose, defined by the person using the term.
That's fair, but the problem that we have at the moment is we are unable to determine exactly what your compensation is. And we want to make sure that when we come out of it, we come out with the minimum stake that we're looking for.
And what stake are you looking for?
Much of what we're looking for isn't financial. It's about power. It's about what you're going to be connected to afterwards to get you the wealth that you want.
Always at a cost.
Indeed. But you already agreed to pay that cost quite some time ago. And as you'll very clearly remember, none of your contracts ended at death. It's just a shame we couldn't go after your assets because for some reason, they were locked up in some sort of weird holding status.
Oh, it's strange, isn't it? I don't know how that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, it's almost like, were you originally planning to fake your death?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I would like to speak to my attorney if we're going to keep this conversation going.
Your attorney won't help you here. All I need to know is, are we able to work together? Or should we start working on our contingency plans?
God, I was hoping that you wouldn't use the term contingency plan. I suppose it depends. Does this require a level of secrecy on my part, or...
We are looking for minimum secrecy. You can share it with your close confidants, but I ask that it not go too far up the chain. Whoever your employer is, it would be preferred that they were kept out of the loop as much as possible.
Well, yeah, I think keeping my contacts in the loop would probably be for best. I wouldn't want to end up in a situation where they have to take care of that.
I would agree. So here is what I would like to see then, is a show of good faith. Very, very simple thing. There exists in one of the contacts you have made recently a small bit of information that we would like to acquire. Just an answer to a simple security passphrase. Should be easy now for you to get that information one way or another. This is not the kind of passphrase that will result in us liquidating all of his assets, so don't you worry. This is the kind of passphrase that allows us to open a line of dialogue with him. You need to figure out what his interest is, what his angle is, push him on his questionable tastes, maybe make him think that you yourself are interested in them, and see if he is willing to extend you an invitation to partake in them. If
well,
so,
if it's questionable tastes, then I probably am.
Good. If you can get the invitation, then this passkey will get us where we need to be. That's all.
Then my debt is resolved, yes?
That is the show of good faith. From there, we'll work to assess what your exit value is from this current arrangement. And then we'll name our percentage. We'll name any contacts we want to share. And then we'll part. Your debt will be paid in full.
And the show of good faith, I'm assuming that will sort of lighten my debt a little bit.
It will reduce the number of interactions that we have to have. In addition, we will offer our own show of good faith. If you offer this to us, if you acquire this for us, we will, in exchange, open up what we'll call a line of credit for you. There will be offerings of beneficial things that you can ask for from time to time. A limited number, but they will be there. Now, each of these lines of credit will come at, again, some small cost, but they will be more than reasonable compared to the result that you get.
Okay. That doesn't sound half bad, actually. See, now we're talking. Now we've got a good dialogue going.
I am aware. We, in the industry here, try to make sure that power moves in the way power is supposed to. Whenever you're ready now, please feel free to tear up the paper.
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were just start getting to know each other. I mean, things are going so well. Do I have to?
I mean, you don't have to. I can always end it myself. But
I suppose. Should I dispose of this a certain way, or?
When you tear it, it will burst into flames that won't burn anything. If you keep holding it in your hand the way you're holding it, though, and I do it, it will burn your fingers a little bit, singeing, kind of like if you held up a lighter to.
Okay, so I'll just kind of hold it. You never did give me your name or who you work with. Information.
These things we do not share until we have certainty that you've achieved what's necessary. When the time comes, I will make this very, very simple for you. Take the passkey, write it down on any sheet of paper that you want, and tear it up 24 times.
Speaking of which, who exactly am I supposed to get this passkey from? My contact?
I thought I was clear about that. You are to get it from Corolos.
Okay, just checking. Okay, you said would I get the information, just write it down and tear it up exactly 24 times?
Exactly 24 times. We have set it up in accordance with the document you currently hold in your hands.
Do I need to, tear pieces off of it, or
Nope.
fold it in half?
Just tear it 24 times, however you feel necessary.
Okay. So no code names, nothing.
Not yet.
Nothing. How do I reach you?
I've already explained it. Show of good faith first. Then we'll open up a line of back and forth communication.
Okay. I'll go ahead and rip it away from my face.
Yeah, as you rip it. And as it does, there's kind of the ash kind of flies up into the air everywhere. And while it seems like it would coat the room, it just kind of fades from view.
I'll reach my hand out and see if it
Something
the same.
Something feels different about the air in the room. But there's nothing tangible.
Different how?
It's hard to explain. I would say, have you ever put your hand close to an old tube TV as it's turning on?
Yeah, a little bit of staticky.
Yeah, it feels like that feeling as it comes on against your fingertips.
Oh.
But it's not heavy. It doesn't have that permanent coating. It's just as you when you're focusing on it and you're moving your hand through it, you feel that feeling every once in a while.
As it's dissolving, I'm assuming it kind of goes away.
It stays there even still. If you think about it, you can still feel that it's in the air.
I'll just kind of test out where in the room it's if it's getting hot
everywhere.
Or cold. I'll open up my door and test it.
It does not exist outside of the room. And it does not, like, the feeling doesn't leave the room either. It's not like it like wafts out like a cloud. It stays within the boundaries of the room. You find that if you don't focus on it, though, you don't feel it. You have to be thinking about it to engage with it.
Now I'm going to be doing that every time I go into any room in this building. I'm going to head back down to Kevin.
Okay.
And I'm going to test him when I get out into the hallway, see if try to focus on it.
Yeah, as you get downstairs, he'll look at you kind of funny. What are you doing?
So, somebody contacted me.
I would assume so.
The letter blew up. And
I mean,
not like blew up.
I was going to say, did it destroy the table? I'll need to know, but...
No. But, I'm going to try to, like, while I'm talking to him, I'm going to try to, like, think about it in the background and see if the air
Yeah, you do not feel
staticky.
it down here.
Is there anything in these rooms that I should know about? It feels weird, the air in there.
You might have something that's waiting for something to happen. Do they mention anything about a way to contact that seemed kind of strange or unusual?
A non-way to contact them, but...
Okay, come here. Come around the counter real quick.
I'll go around the counter.
He opens up a little box that kind of looks like it goes into a garbage can. Stick your hand in there and like, think about that same kind of feeling.
Is there any garbage in there?
There is some garbage, but not like dirty garbage. It's like papers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do as he says.
Yeah, you feel that same feeling.
What the hell is that?
Some means of information transmission. It leaves kind of a lingering thing when you know about it.
Do I need to worry about somebody spying on me with this?
It doesn't spy. It's waiting for a specific trigger. So, like, for example, when you guys give me the letters to get to Cipriano, I use this box to get them to him. I have a specific thing I have to do that sends it off to him.
Okay. Well, that is good to know. Weird, but good to know. Suppose I should probably go meet up with the rest of them.
Well,
Sorry, I'm thinking to myself.
no problem. Have a good rest of your day, then.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
You too. I'm gonna kind of look a little befuddled for a moment still, and then just kind of try to figure out where they're at, but like still be kind of like
Yeah, you're not
soaking it all in.
Not really sure. I mean, everybody's got their own thing. You know, Charlie has his job. You know that Lena goes off to do her game stuff. Tony is probably off at the apartment. And Silas just kind of does Silas stuff.
Well, if I see any murder scenes around, I'll probably if I can find Silas. But
Right.
I suppose I'll head to go find Tony first.
Okay. Yeah, you can head over, meet up with Tony in this place that's only a little worse than where you're currently staying. Seems like some things have been upgraded, though most likely not to Tony's liking.
Huh.
I would never.
Tony's in his office as usual.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, boss man, how's it going?
It's going. Has anybody tried to contact you via any weird letters? I'm gonna be touching the air like a fucking weirdo.
What are you? No, what are you doing? Put your hand down. You're scaring me. No one tried to contact me. What is all this?
I got a letter from Kevin. Well, not from Kevin. He gave it to me, but it was from some unnamed person who works for some unnamed organization. And yeah, they want me to get some information from Carlos, and so they can reach out to him. They gave me this letter and talked to them, and then it set on fire in my room, and now my room feels like TV static. That I've realized how that sounds now that I've said it out loud.
I just want you to know, understand. I'm glad you could recognize how that sounds.
Yeah, I guess Kevin was saying it's some sort of communication magic, probably. I don't know. But I guess if I do the specific thing, get the code, and then tear up the paper 20... It was 24 times, Steve?
Yep.
24 times, I'm guessing in the room, that'll communicate to them, give them the information that they're looking for as a good faith. They promised lines of credit, however, so that was good to hear. It's a goodwill gesture on their end. So, still trying to process all of this. It's a little weird, even for me.
Yeah, quite frankly, I have no idea what to do with this information. You sound insane. But...
I mean, if the last week or two we hadn't been dealing with vampires and feeding on blood and stuff, if we hadn't been already doing that, I would feel that making me sound like a madman, but it's not too much different than all of that, I suppose. At least not to me. I don't know.
Yeah, vampires, yeah.
Yeah, they said something about wizards or something. I don't know. All that kind of bullshit.
You're actually gonna tell me that we got fairies in this for little fairies with the little wings flying around, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know anything about that. But yeah, I went here because I figured you'd be here. I don't really know how to. I guess Charlie game. Alina's probably at the store, but
who are you looking for?
I guess I'll just tell them. I don't know. I guess I'll just tell them when I see them. But it's supposed to be hush hush. But wanted to make sure that I wouldn't leave you guys out. Mostly because I don't want you guys killing me when you find out I was keeping secrets and stuff. Not too big of a fan of all that.
Well, given your type, I always figured you was harboring secrets,
Well, yeah, but I'm trying not to keep secrets that get other people hurt.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, don't do that.
Well, unless they deserve to be hurt, but none of you guys deserve to be hurt yet.
You know how to really make a conversation, boss.
Well, I mean, I think we're all cordial. I think we're all on the same page. Nobody's betrayed anybody. So we haven't had a reason to do any of that.
The more you speak, the more nervous I get.
Look, we're good. That didn't help with it.
We're good enough, I think. I'll call Charlie. I'll know you anyway.
Thank you. It's just, we're all good. I don't have a problem with anybody here. Silas seems to be getting his shit together, so we're good there. With all this shit that's going on, I don't know what the hell to make of all of it. Mormons, vampires. I don't even know who to trust anymore, aside from you guys, I suppose. And Kevin. Kevin seems pretty trustworthy, too.
That's a mistake. We clearly don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Well, I don't have to worry about you guys betraying me. I guess that's a better way of putting it. Unless there's something I should know.
You want to tell me?
I should say.
You know what? This has all kind of been a lot for me. I think that Matt is acting a little erratic, perhaps.
Yeah. Don't you do drugs or something? Can't you just do those?
Unfortunately, they don't work so well now that we're fired. Now they're just sex. We need to fix that.
Well, you know, we got the safe room. Go get some equipment or something. I don't know.
Do they have vampire drugs? Is that a thing?
I've never had to ask that question before, so I don't know.
What's the question?
Do they have vampire drugs?
Yeah. Called blood.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know why I thought you would have known that.
Does it look like I do drugs?
No, it doesn't.
That's good. It's good.
But you do look
Only
like you know a thing or two about sex, though. So I assumed you would know that the it doesn't work the same as a vampire.
Well, you know, with my wife not being here and her not needing money from me, can't say we engage in that regularly anymore. So you know.
Mm. Well then, yeah, I guess I'll go find Charlie.
I can tell you about ranch, though. I know about ranch. You know about ranch?
You know what? Why not? Sure, give me a little information about ranch.
Ranch.
Well, you know, Hidden Valley. It's really that. Listen, don't let them deceive you. It's a little cheap. It's like McDonald's, you know. They're like everywhere. But it's pretty good. I'd say, you know, if you like a little processed food, little processed ranch, you got your options. You know, buttermilk, cucumber. You know, personally, I would say the best pairing is a nice ranch and carrot. If you're feeling adventurous, pizza.
Oh,
so gross.
Even that
Tony
might be a
definitely
little
strikes me as a
uncomfortable.
ranch on pizza guy.
Oh,
You know,
that might
I
be a
eat
little rich for
pineapple
my
on
blood.
pizza, and then people will give me shit and then put ranch on their pizza or white sauce, and
Oh,
it's like,
thank
get
God. I'm glad
the
you
fuck outta
said.
here.
I'm glad you said that instead of saying you put ranch on that pizza.
Nothing beats ranch and pineapple.
Bring
Oh,
the
God.
flavors together.
It's about as good as.
Yes. So Hidden Valley is going to be the big bad of this series, right?
No,
Yeah, they're the
Tony's
ones
trying to get the game
who-
sponsored by Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
Is what's going on.
Okay, I can handle that.
This Palisades apartment sponsored by Hidden Valley.
The best part will be when we have to take shots of Hidden Valley before we start every session.
Oh God!
Hell yeah, doing shots. Oh,
Shut.
that's not Hidden Valley.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello,
Right.
mustard.
No competitors. No competitors. Competing brands.
Well, this has been a fascinating conversation. I think I'm gonna go find Charlie real quick and let him know what's going on.
Yeah. You know, I'll call him, give him a heads up. He's probably at work. You know.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
that Charlie in this form also does not like ranch,
Okay.
and that is now going to be a trait in every one of my RPG characters.
So yeah, you can
Oh,
you can
even
let
the
Charlie
bad
know. Donovan, you can get over to the liquor store.
All right, I'll head over to the liquor store. I'll try to more subtly touch the air and see if it's still
Nothing here.
no.
Nope.
Hmm.
Did you
I'm
have a
writing
conversation,
notes.
by the way, that you wanted to have specifically, Tony, with Charlie on that call?
Yeah, I guess I could actually finally bring it up. Like,
All right. Yeah. So
I'll
you
let
called
them-
you called
About
the
ranch?
store phone number. Charlie, there's a ring a ding ding on the phone here.
Did we decide on a liquor store name?
The liquor store has a name. Hold on one sec.
What about some
If it
bourbon
isn't
and
Ephraim
ranch?
Liquors, I want nothing to do with it.
Better be called Jesus Wine.
It's called Not for Mormons.
It is the San Pete liquor store.
San Pete.
Yes.
All right.
Awful.
Yeah. You get the ring.
Oh, sorry. I pick up the phone.
Yep.
San Pete Liquor Store. Charlie speaking.
hey, Charlie, it's Tony.
Oh, the King of Brand. How you doing, bud?
You know, we just, funnily enough, just got done talking with Donovan about the types of ranches, you know. But, he'll be on his way to see you. He says he's got something to tell you. Don't know what, but he'll tell you, I guess. But,
you did not mention who.
Donovan.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I don't know what he wants, but nah. But
I'll put out some mid-range booze and make him think it's really expensive. That's probably what he wants.
yeah, he's looking for something.
Yeah. I mean, do we know enough about vampire society to have, the attitude about Ventru that most vampires who are not Ventru have about?
Not yet, but I would say that you're starting to form it towards Donovan.
Well, hello. It's the guy that only calls me when he needs. Anyway.
But Donovan.
No, not you, Tony. You're fine.
I was gonna say also, what is this? I guess you know Billy. First time hearing of it.
He seems to be my new friend.
Yeah, I heard him say it's your business now, and I scratched my head, but I guess if that's the call the boss wants to make, it's his call. But
well, I got a freezer that's running a little, it's a little jinky. I'll have Billy come over and fix it.
Yeah. Just let me know and I'll give him the day off, as it were.
I'm appalled by suggesting this, but I've got enough shitty vodka here. I can send over a bottle. Why don't you infuse it with ranch and tell me how it tastes?
I've done a lot of things, but I've never done that. I might have to take up on your offer. Big fan of ranch,
Yeah, I'm gonna have, and Steve, we're gonna do this in game.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna check on something here. Hold on. This feels like somebody's already done this before.
It's gonna be called the
feels
Tony
like a
Special,
sin.
and it's gonna be ranch infused vodka.
Oh my God.
And if somebody did this already, I'm gonna be pissed and also appalled.
Rightfully so.
We live in a world where crunch exists, so presumably they figured out a way to put it into martini.
Does not look like yet anybody has actually made ranch flavored vodka. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Do we got a delivery guy that works at the store?
No. I mean, there's the regular person who brings in deliveries, but no one that runs liquor, because you're not supposed to be selling liquor this late.
Oh, yeah. Plus, this is probably a Mormon town, and they probably...
Yeah. You're supposed to be closed up by 9.
I'm going to set aside a couple of real cheap bottles of vodka, and we're gonna infuse it with ranch and see how the fuck that tastes.
Okay.
This could be our thing, Tony.
I will say that someone has infused the dry Hidden Valley Ranch packets into vodka and milk. So
What?
and made shots
Vodka
of it.
and milk?
Yeah.
That
sounds foul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if the vodka doesn't work, then we're trying gin.
There's a lot of liquors to try with ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will not run out of liquors to try with ranch. You know what I mean?
Can't wait to ruin society.
By the way, I once destroyed a town in Steve's game. Not on purpose, though.
That's happened a lot in my games by different people. Ryan destroyed a town too.
Yeah, but I suggested gambling and ice cream, which I thought was fair.
Look, you took a bunch of people who had never been exposed to those kinds of enjoyments, and you ruined society. They got addicted. They were all easily looking to be addicted. They they had a regular celebration of green bean casserole, okay? They were looking
my
for something to
God.
be
Oh,
addicted
yeah.
to.
And they
By the way-
would eat the green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
Yeah, they would have an
It was
annual
also
festival.
the antiquing capital of the country.
Yeah.
By the way,
Well, this-
Beth and Andrew still talk about the green bean casserole thing.
Yeah.
They had
are
a
so
theme
impressed
song.
with you for the green bean casserole thing that they bring it up every time I'm there. How's your
They
friend
had,
that
they
does
had a
the
song
green bean
too.
casserole?
The Dragon's Cove. I don't
They
know
did
what
have
it's
a theme
called,
song.
Yeah. And their mayor was a bear.
but- Oh,
I make my green
So-
bean
That's
casserole
gotta
every
be-
year for Thanksgiving.
It's good, man. If anybody hasn't had it, he makes good green bean casserole.
Yeah. The secret is garlic and the right amount of cheese.
All right, so I
That's
got
pretty
2 bottles of cheap vodka picked out for our
Oh my God.
ranch.
Are you
infusion
going
experiment.
Skull, Stoli? What are you doing? Maybe lower than that? Like one of those brands where the name is like just some characters strewn together to look kind of like Skull or Stoli?
It's got the cheap ripoff.
But while you're
Like,
putting...
you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Stoli because I don't want to go to the bottom of the barrel.
Okay. Yeah, you get it all set aside. And while you're doing that, Donovan shows up. But Donovan doesn't really know how this works, so Donovan shows up at the front door.
Go around.
I like look off to the side.
There's nothing
Yeah.
on the side.
Oh, I guess I'll head over that way. I'll
Yeah.
try to go around the building.
Yeah, you can go around the building. There's a back door.
All right, I'll wait outside.
Okay. He doesn't come
I will
in.
passively aggressively make him wait exactly 5 minutes because I'm heavy and churlish.
I'm gonna start knocking shortly after. I'm impatient.
Hey, Jesus.
Oh, is it open? I'll see if it's open.
It's unlocked.
You know we have to be invited in, right?
Hey, it's
Oh.
you.
It's me. So I figured I'd come talk to you real. Should have just talked to everybody all at once, but I don't know when we're all gonna see each other. So
And you're such a people person. You want to.
I'm glad you recognize that.
I do.
So somebody contacted me, sent me a letter, told me that I needed to get some information from Carlos. I wanted to share it with you guys, and well, that I was getting the information, and he said that it's a show of good faith, I suppose, to some small debts that I owe. I am going to actually like look around at that, like be like, yeah, you know, just some small debts that I owe. And that he would open up, him and this unnamed person and this unnamed corporation or entity will open up a line of credit for us. A few lines of credit, small credit, but we can get some things that we might need.
Well, that sounds good. What do we gotta get from Carlos the Greek?
Some kind of passcode from him.
Passcode.
Yeah.
To what specific?
Well, not to his credit. Something that will open up a
Oh, okay.
line of communication between him and unnamed. I almost said assailant. This unnamed person. He refused to give me any kind of identifying information.
Well, we are vampires now, so I suppose we should be used to this kind of fucking thing.
That's a good point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We talked about I talked about ranch with Tony.
Tony?
Yeah. I don't remember how that came
Most
up.
substance on Earth, but we're gonna infuse it in vodka.
What the fuck did you just say?
That's right. We're gonna infuse it in vodka.
You look down and there's just several bottles of Stoli.
I did not go for the rock bottom, but I went to pretty close to rock bottom.
You back away from the
What are you
Stoli
gonna-
like a classical vampire that saw garlic.
What are you gonna?
People love these trash flavored vodkas. I don't understand it either.
You're
But
gonna
they do.
use ketchup and mustard and call it custard? Not the.
Well, anyway,
Yeah,
so
that sounds awful, but now I kind of have to try it. Oh,
I think I think nothing says upper crust than I can't even say it with a straight face.
that ranch and vodka?
I'm from, where did I say it was from? Denver or Milwaukee? I forget.
I don't know. I feel like you've changed a couple of times.
Okay, we're settling on Milwaukee now.
All right.
Remind me, everybody. It sells big in Milwaukee. I'll tell you that much. People love Milwaukee. In Milwaukee.
Ranch and vodka?
Well, I'm thinking at the same time. They eat ranch and they drink vodka.
I mean, is the ranch on something or do they eat ranch? I mean,
We're gonna gently infuse vodka with the subtle taste of ranch.
the subtle taste of ranch. Is there a second taste? Because subtle is not the word I. The taste of ranch.
We want people to drink our vodka and afterwards just have a delightful hint of the dressing that America loves. And then he tries not to throw up in his own mouth when he says that.
Well, you said you want people to drink your vodka, and then you proceeded to or before that, you were telling me about how you want to ranch. So I think those are two statements.
It's really about the novelty factor. Because that's what it seems to be. What attracts people to these vodkas is a novelty factor.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you could also make it a limited run, or at least tell easier to sell. You could probably charge a premium.
Yeah.
too.
So, but back to the actual important thing. Are we planning a meet with Carlos? How are we doing this?
I don't know if we all necessarily have to, but I figured I would bring it up. Said something about engaging in some of his more unsavory and perhaps getting him to leak said information. That
Do you want me to get him
So-
liquored up? That way he's loose-lipped.
It's actually not a terrible idea. It's a pretty
I
good idea.
got some
in fact.
decent ouzo and some decent sambuki.
Doesn't
The only
sound
two
that bad,
Greek
actually.
alcohols I know. So if you know of any others.
Not off the top of my head, no.
It was supposed to be really good.
I like sambuki when I had it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of it.
And then I drank it till I got deathly ill.
Oof.
Yeah, let's
You sound up for it.
you know anybody that makes a good moussaka?
Do I know anybody that makes a good moussaka?
Not anywhere near here.
Any
Um,
Ephraim, Utah?
not in
You
this-
thinking good moussaka?
Not in this godforsaken place, no.
I'm trying to figure out. You know, all the Greeks I've known are very proud of their heritage.
You know what? Maybe I'm assuming he has some sort of assistant or something like that. He seems influential enough that he would probably have somebody working under him. Maybe I can talk to them and find out what or something like.
Did he do anything snazzy at the event last?
Not particularly, no. He was very relaxed, very, just kind of schmoozing.
But he's a player in Ephraim, right?
Yes, he is. Pretty big.
So let's send him a bala sambuca and thank him for coming.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Yeah, you can orchestrate that. That will work.
Yeah. So yeah, these he offered some lines of credit. So if we need to, anything to kind of help us with our task at hand, I guess could reach out to this guy, sort of.
Eventually.
Also, there's some weird magic that lets you communicate with other people, send messages, like letters, and feels like TV static. I don't know. It's.
Wait,
I sound
are you
crazy
doing
again,
that, or is that being done to you?
It was in my room. That's how they send. They're waiting for me to send something back to them. A very specific message.
Is it like your overlords or whatever, you know what I mean, your group of people have?
Yeah, I think they have it, some sort of spell cast on my room or something. I don't know. This is what Kevin was suggesting.
Oh.
But it means we could probably communicate with other. That's interesting to know. Anyways, I'll let you get back to it. You look busy.
Yeah, you always gotta inventory, because the guys come in and then they shoplift a little.
Just enough to always keep the numbers off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll let you get back to it then.
Hey, Mannix has been linking around, so be a little wary when you go outside.
Do we need to do something about this, or?
We don't need to do anything about him, but he's been popping up at the weirdest time.
Interesting. I'll keep an eye out for that. Thank you.
No problem. We're all in this together.
All in this.
Right.
Oh.
I am going to hop over to Lena for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Hooray, Lena Con.
Can we have a full-on mage like pyrokinetically awaken and burn her store down? That would be so fucking awesome.
It kind of would.
In due time, Charles. In due time.
Okay.
Oh.
So Lena, it's a little bit more of a relaxed night. They mostly have you here at the store, like helping them out with a handful of other things. Normally, you would have had a game again, running a different game for a different group, but tonight they did not end up appearing, so they've kind of asked you to just kind of take care of a handful of things. They want to make sure that you stay on the sort of payroll so that you don't feel like you're it's too big a risk to figure out whether or not you should show up or not show up.
Fair.
Okay. So for the most part, they've got you cleaning up a handful of things, chatting up with the customers every once in a while.
Okay.
But there is an interesting scenario that happens during the process that you're there. Just double checking something real quick.
All right. Well.
There is a sort of argument that starts to break out. Like in the back of the store, a couple of players are playing Magic. And it starts off with like one of those questions about a rules thing, it seems like, and then it starts to kind of graduate into a couple of insults getting hurled back and forth. The owner kind of gets up and starts making his way over to deal with something. And can I get a... Can I get an awareness plus wits?
Okay, awareness. Awareness. Yeah.
Very good.
Let's see what they get.
Ooh.
So the owner like kind of walks over to try to deal with things, and you notice that something is going on, like not but a minute or two after the owner starts to walk away. Somebody's kind of like reaching their hand over the counter. They seem to notice that everybody looks distracted, so they're reaching their hand over the counter and kind of grabbing for something inside of the case. The big glass case of valuable cards.
Oh. Okay.
I think I'm about to steal.
Well then, here. Let's see here. Okay. Well, I guess I move over to him and and am I able to use a premonition to see if he is taking a card out?
Yes, absolutely. Give me a D10 roll for your rouse check.
Oh, sure thing. 1d10.
Okay, very good. And then give me a resolve plus auspex.
Okay.
So if you click on resolve, you can click auspex from the
it's up here.
from the add discipline part. Yep.
Add discipline specs. Sure. Roll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you are quite sure. You can like see as if you like almost see the outline of his hand and where it is about to reach to as you feel your power activate. You know exactly the card that he is going for. He is going for the foil breeding pool in the case.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, which set?
It is from Return to Ravnica.
Oh, yeah. So, so then, and I just move up to him quickly and saying, "Do you need any help, sir?"
He looks startled. Oh no, I was just trying to see what condition that card was in.
If you want, I can go back there and take a look for you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I am allowed to go behind the counter and stuff, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, yeah. So then I just go out to there and check to see if the breeding pool is still there.
It is. He has not grabbed it yet.
Okay. Yeah. So then is this the card?
Oh yes,
yeah,
that's
take
it.
That. Okay. What do I use to examine it?
You can give me a. Let's do an investigation plus intelligence, I think.
Ooh. Actually. Wow.
Yeah, it's in near mint condition. With that kind of roll, you would probably assess it to be like a, CG or not a CGC. But it'd be graded about an 8.
Seems to be in good condition. Here, do you want me to price check it for you, or because it's the store hand?
Yeah, if you could, please. I was thinking about buying it.
All right. Yes, then I.
Yeah, you give him a price. You give him a price, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it'd be cheaper than that."
Yeah, understandable. I can never really be sure what price these things are myself. So then I just put it in and I close the back area of it.
Yep.
Is there anything else you need?
No. I think that'll be it. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so you watch as he kind of slinks back to where he was. Every once in a while, he'll like kind of glance back at you with a little bit of an annoyed look on his face. But yeah, otherwise things go reasonably smoothly. You do see Emily stop by at some point during the day or during the evening. Usually she stops in a little before she heads back home for the night. No game tonight, it looks like?
Oh. Yeah, a bunch of no-shows. Once again.
Yeah, seems like the game for today is a little harder for you to get off the ground lately.
Yeah, too bad too. Me too. And hopefully next time.
Yeah. So I just I've been thinking about something from the other day. You were asking me like questions about my beliefs.
Well, just wanted to get to wanted to get to know you better.
Well, I mean, have you thought about it yourself?
Hey, I have actually been kind of searching on that recently, you know.
What do you feel like you believe?
That seems to be the $1 million question. I'm trying to figure out what it is I believe, or at least trying to come to at least an understanding of it, you know. A lot of things have kind of been on my mind lately, shaking things up. I kind of feel like I need something solid to believe in these days.
I get that. I tend to find that when things are at the strangest, it is nice to have something that is stable and that's organized that you can kind of always bring yourself back to. It's part of why I like to think that God has the answer. God's always consistent.
Yeah. I'd like I'm trying to hold on to that. Just that consistency does also sometimes seem to mean consistently messy sometimes. So,
I mean, everything is messy. We have to learn to be active about cleaning up our own messes, though. Oftentimes, the messes that we experience are our own messes. We just don't realize how complicated it is in the way that we create them.
That definitely feeling that. Definitely, a lot of those. Yeah, well, I mean, definitely feeling in that feeling of not knowing, knowing some of it is my own doing, but not sure exactly which things are fully that.
So we all struggle with.
Usually. Oh. Yeah. Especially since it. I don't know. I guess I like to think things can be predictable, and sometimes the consequences of your own decisions just aren't.
I get that. It is a tangled web that we all have to experience in these kinds of things, and we don't always know the right or wrong answers. What we can do, all we can do, is try to have some system for how we make better decisions to ensure we're doing the right thing. That's what I've found that God helps us to achieve.
Yeah. Just kind of wish you to be a little more or clear about some of those.
there is a lot more that is clear than people realize. They just oftentimes don't know how to have faith in the plan.
Yeah. So, always some kind of plan. That's
I'll tell you what, if you're ever interested, we have a little meetup that we do every week. You're welcome to join. There's no push. We're not going to push anything on you. It could be purely to feed curiosity. But I find that sometimes being able to talk with everybody about different things helps us get a better idea of the way the world really is.
And I am a very curious person, so I'd have to take you up sometime.
Yeah, she'll give you like a little flyer about it.
Okay.
Feel free to come out whenever you want. No obligation.
Good day. Yeah, sure thing. And so that was the thing you noticed most last night?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just gonna. I guess just also kind of thinking about some of the stuff from the game part of last night. You know.
I'm not. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I've got to go.
Oh. Okay. See you next time.
Yeah. She'll head off.
Definitely hiding something.
Let's slide over to Silas.
Ooh. What he's up to?
Silas,
currently.
What are your plans for the day?
Drinking. Cyrus is drinking some vodka and
Infused with ranch.
Never. I feel like he would have got the call for it, and then he wouldn't even say anything. He would just hang up. Like, he would let him finish, and then just hang up. Because what do you even say to that? Like,
Infused ranch on your way.
But no, I'd say Silas is currently just painting a little something.
Are you working on your work for the art museum, the museum of sorts?
Yes. I was torn between like two different things, but I think it's gonna be a more, I guess, graphic. I don't know, just Lucifer's fall from
The pipe.
heaven.
Okay. Any particular like elements in the work that you're trying to add? Any symbology you're trying to infer here, or messages you want to encode into this?
Maybe the belief for Silas that Satan was kicked out not because of I don't know how to explain it. I should have thought about this ahead of time.
Satan got kicked out because he thought a little differently. There was something just different about him than the rest of the angels.
He challenged God. And that's why he was, kicked out. But not because, in Silas's mind, it's not because he wanted the power, but because he wanted, I guess, freedom.
Well, yeah, Silas has regularly experienced that to the victor goes the ability to write history, right? So if religion is all about God being the one who wrote the book, why would the story of Lucifer be told from the perspective of Lucifer? Wouldn't it be told from the perspective of those who believe Lucifer was in the wrong?
Yeah. I guess that's what I was really trying to say, but I couldn't really word
It's
it
fine.
like that. But you got it. He
Oh,
understands. He gets it. He gets it.
it's the classic. It is better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
No, but it's not about rulership. So this is a very one of the fundamental ideologies that follows behind some of the ideas of what would be considered like classic satanical principles. It's this idea that God didn't push Lucifer out of heaven because Lucifer did something wrong. It's because Lucifer questioned whether or not the system that God was creating was the right system, was an effective system, that people deserve to be something different. And when pushed away, his idea was to get revenge on God, not to deliberately be in a power contest, but to try to prove that God's way isn't the right way, that there is in fact a better way.
I must have missed something. I don't know how this ended in this.
This is what Silas is coding into their art.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm like, wow, this got heavy.
But that is like one of the fundamental tenets of some of the offshoots of satanic ideologies.
Something coming
Not really a bad guy, Satan. That Satan has just been perpetrated by the liberal media.
Satan the rebel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much the crux of the entire 72-issue run of Neil Gaiman's first Lucifer series.
Yeah.
Yeah. He left heaven left hell because he was angry that he was still a part of God's system.
Yeah, exactly. Which doesn't fucking work. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
I was all excited. I wanted to have this debate.
you can continue to work on your art. When do you plan to meet up with this person, with Bryson?
The goal was because I kind of like spaced out on it, and I think I forgot to write it in my notes like I should have. But it was to get access to like the information he had about like some of the clients that he works with. So right? That's
Yeah.
okay.
So you're not going to meet with him until after you get info back from Cipriano. That's basically what I was looking for.
Okay.
It's up to you whether you want to meet with him before or afterwards, but that's most of the question I have is, are you waiting for Cipriano's intel or...
Well, being the little rebel that he is, I think there's like a small part of him that's like kind of interested in him for whatever reason, and they can't really explain why. So maybe is there like a no, they wouldn't be open. I was about to say coffee shop, and I forgot we're vampires.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a vampire that can eat, though, so...
No, I know, but I'm saying like...
There's not exactly coffee shops open late at night.
Yeah, like if you want to go out for like, in quotations, just late night chat to talk about hobbies and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah, but you could try to organize something with him. You could reach out in some way.
Yeah, I think he would, try to reach out to see if he had any plans somewhere later in the week.
Okay.
To just go out and chat.
Yeah, he will get back to you. The two of you can make some plans for about 3 or 4 days from now.
Okay.
And I think we're going to let a little bit of kind of time between where we're at now and things that go on. So some curiosities that come up is Emily or is Lena willing to go to one of those meetings at some point?
Oh yeah, I think she's a little curious to see, what it's like, especially since especially when it's not going to be as charged as the last time she went.
Yeah. So when you go to one of these meetings, they're all very nice to you, very welcoming, friendly. They just kind of chit chat about the things that are going on, reinforce the ideas that remembering that God has a hand in things, and just because the outcome doesn't end up working the way that you want it to, doesn't mean that it's not going to work out better in the long run. Sometimes not every investment you make is for now. Sometimes it's for much later down the road. Are there any specific questions that you find that Lena would want to ask about things?
Let's see here. Yeah, let's hear. Here, I think we've already cleared the typical ones. Let's hear. I think she'd actually mention, like S came here with, maybe just try to get an idea of, what they think of him.
Wait, repeat that one more time. Part of that cut out a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just repeat it.
I write his name down. Yeah. The guy. The guy that she came here with the first time. Just kind of get an idea of what
Jamie?
they think of him. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah. I thought I wrote it down around here in my notes, but
it's all right. Yeah. So they're all a little. They'll kind of all agree that they were a little surprised, but not as surprised as they think most other people were. Ultimately, Jamie had been very, Jamie was very, very devout and was always adamant that things should work in a different way. Jamie sort of believed that there should be more pushing and less of this kind of just let God handle things. They often blame Deb on his dad being a cop and dealing with kind of the weird things that go on in town with the people that aren't very religious. Jamie would frequently make comments about how, if the people in this town were better, his dad wouldn't have such a bad attitude. His dad wouldn't be so grumpy.
Nice to know he's still a swell fella.
Yeah.
Any other questions you might have?
Actually, I guess probably. Let's see here. Which of the temples is this one, by the way?
This is not a temple. This is just one of the churches.
Church, right? Yeah.
She's in the western. She's in the Western Church.
Okay, the Western.
Yep.
Makes sense. That's the one close to the college, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, then that makes sense. Yep. Probably would actually ask a bit about the temple that's being built then. Oh
yeah, they don't know a lot about that. The churches and the temple have not a lot to do with each other. They assume that it has something to do with the fact that the college is here, and sometimes there are people who are not Mormons that come out to study here from the various different towns nearby or whatever. So.
Okay. Dear, what else? Really? What else do I really have to ask about? What was something?
Sorry, you can think on that for a bit.
Okay, am I getting it? Okay. Am I noticing anything magical or anything?
No, not unless you want to try to see if you can see something with some ability you have.
Yeah, right. Do you have? What does the unseen do again? Yeah. I'll just. I guess I'll try sense the unseen.
Sure. Give me another D10 roll.
Okay, D10. 7.
Then give me
Okay,
a
man.
resolve plus aspects.
Okay. Ooh. Huh. Resolve. Okay. 3 successes.
Let's see. So one thing you will notice is that there is some kind of like not directly visible thing that that moves about this room.
That's directly.
Yeah, so it's visible to you, but no one else would notice it.
What does it look like, or would?
It just kind of looks like a area of energy almost, the way you're looking at it.
Yep. I guess I try to. Yeah. I guess as I probably going to keep a little quiet about it, as you know, I am. Since I'm sure I've noticed that no one else seems to notice it, but there's a part of me that kind of can't help but keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, some of the others will notice. You know that I'm. So hopefully, just that I'm staring off into space or something. Maybe thinking hard about something.
Yeah. It's a little hard. It feels a little distracting from time to time, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems to kind of remain there.
Yeah, it's just like staying in one place, not like moving around or anything.
I mean, it does move about a little bit, but not much.
Is there anything specific in the area that's in?
Nope. All right. I'm going to jump over.
Okay.
Donovan stepped away. So
Bastard.
okay, there he is. So,
My bad. There's a bunch of like little baby spiders and shivels, so those had to die.
Delicious.
No.
Oh.
Yummy, nutritious, and delicious.
So Donovan, some time has passed. What is your plan for trying to get this information from Carlos, is it?
That is a good question. Yeah, very distracted there for a little bit, trying to take care of these stupid spiders. I suppose I'd try to find out any kind of information about him that would, I don't know, maybe get me better in his good graces.
Okay, so you mentioned the idea of trying to reach out to an assistant of his or something like that?
Yeah, try to find out any information, allow me to get closer to him, to find out about his deep dark depravities.
Yeah, so the assistant is very willing to chat with you. They you can call in. I'm assuming you make it sound kind of like you're trying to set up some kind of meeting or something.
Oh yeah.
But then get a little bit curious.
I make sure to introduce myself. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, this is Donovan Hammerstone, good friend of Carlos's. I was trying to get some information. I wanted to meet with him, but I didn't want to come empty-handed. I wanted to get to know him better as a person. And so I was just curious if you could help me with some information.
Oh, absolutely. I do remember you well, Donovan. I believe, if I remember correctly, you and he had quite a good time the other night.
Yes, we did. It was a good event. Thank you for inviting me again.
Oh, you're always welcome. At the end of the day, I know that he is always looking for the right kind of people to make arrangements with, and it seems like you're in the right kind of business.
I'd like to think so. You know, I think there's a lot that we could do for each other to benefit each other.
Yeah, so
Well, that
you
sounds
mentioned
normal.
the idea of bringing some kind of gift, yes?
Yes, I was thinking maybe I'd bring a bottle of alcohol, but I didn't know if that was like too blasé or if like I should bring something a little more tailored to his interest, something that he would appreciate a little. But I'm not quite sure what that would be.
They take a moment to think. And as they do, alcohol is not well, Korolos is someone who does enjoy alcohol. It's relatively easy for him to get what he wants in that category, unless you had something rather unique, something that he couldn't normally get access to. It is harder to get some of the more regional select stuff.
I think you
do
know
know
what we're
God.
talking about. Vodka
I
infused.
do know, guy.
Man.
Oh, he has maybe he has access to more regional stuff. He's also working on infusing. I take a deep breath. With ranch.
Alcohol? Or
Yeah, the alcohol with the ranch to give it a ranch flavor. I was gonna say a delectable.
are you thinking about investing in this?
He's a colleague of mine. I don't know necessarily the project, but it could make a very interesting novelty. Very limited run.
Well, I do
Very
not think this is the kind of thing Korolos would be interested in.
I don't think this is the kind of thing most people would be interested in, but he might have access to more difficult to obtain alcohol. Unless you had something else in mind.
I am just as an aside. You seem to keep such strange company. Why do you spend the time you do with those people? It was odd to see the hodgepodge of ideas that came in with you. I get the
They're
ranch
an
man.
eclectic
The ranch man seems to you seem to be a business partner of.
The ranch man's testifying. Yeah, him and I are business partners. They also have they all have their own corners that I wouldn't necessarily be a part of per se. It's always helpful to have a wide variety of divestments, if you will.
And you're interested in a wide variety of people.
Oh, I'm interested in a lot of things. I can get a lot of different things that maybe most wouldn't be conventional per se.
What about you yourself, though? What do you like? It's interesting that you're trying to find something for him, but what I often find is that Korolos is most interested in what makes other people tick, what makes other people happy.
Well, I could tell you a lot of different things and beat around the bush, but I like having control. I like having power. I like being able to get things that I want without having to stress out too much about it.
Do you find yourself missing anything right now?
At the moment, I mean, there's a few things. This place doesn't have it doesn't have a lot of the clientele that I'm used to catering to.
I can understand that. This is a very unique place. It is part of what makes Carolos's mission so important, is to focus on what this town is missing and what this town needs. And it has such a much wider resource than might otherwise be available in other places, and completely untapped, you might say.
Oh, really? You said untapped resources. That's what I like to hear.
Of course. Karolos sees this town as a place of untapped talent. There is a college here that, while there are people that move on to other things, many of them get sucked up into the church itself. And that seems such a loss to society when there are so many better things that they could accomplish.
I fully agree. I think that that kind of mindset and having a large group of people with the same mindset is really a disservice. You don't really get the input from the different walks of life that perhaps you would otherwise.
Exactly. And it's very important that we try to focus on those people who would otherwise be lost.
I fully agree. I'm glad that we're on the same page about this.
Indeed. So Karolos has put me in charge of one of these foundations that he works with. It's an endowment towards better education within the campus. We have been working together to try to sort of fund opposition to what is going on in the school. There's a lot of the traditional religious rhetoric that tends to fill the halls, but we want to try to avoid this happening. I would like to believe that it's possible that we could do this. Perhaps there is some arrangement we could come to in working on this. You meeting some of your needs and in turn meeting some of his, if you had an understanding, maybe any sort of connections beyond my own to the school, of course. Maybe somebody else that one of your contacts might know.
What a coincidence. My contacts were just recently out making some investments.
Well, that's good, but investments are less what we need. More connections are what we need. We need people that are interested in the school and its betterment, but not from a financial perspective.
They have a lot of connections and not exclusively financial.
Well, perhaps if you could try to find out who they know and see if there's anybody who might be able to help us in our cause, then I think that might give us some room. So you have something nice to give Karolos for next you discuss things.
That is very good to know. I will take that advice and I'll think on it and try to contact my people, and then perhaps we'll be able to come up with something suitable.
That would be good.
Thank you. I appreciate your help in this matter.
Oh, it is my job to make sure that Karolos' time is not wasted, and I would most certainly want to make sure that someone as important as you has a more direct channel to discuss what it is that they really are concerned with.
Speaking of important, I don't think I caught your name.
What
yes.
Should I call you? I have not been named yet. Give me one moment while I acquire my name.
Weird phrasing, but okay.
There's a lot of fireworks going off in the background. I am Nikos.
Fireworks. Nikos. Well, nice to meet you, sort of, Nikos. Sort of meet you, I suppose is the way to put that.
Well, we should probably make a thing to be sure that we actually do meet up at some point. Again, I think that's often the best way to conduct business. So when you find out what contacts your friends have, perhaps we can discuss that in person. I can meet you for a meal somewhere. I think that's the easy way to do it. Nice and discreet.
Yeah, these kinds of things are best done in person. It's so impersonal to do it over the.
We can eat at that cardboard pizza place. Not a lot of people are paying attention to much that goes on there.
Brick oven?
No. The one here in town.
Oh, certainly. Do you have a day in mind that would be best?
Whenever you find some time, we'll just let me know and we'll make a day of it, a night of it.
Yeah, of course. My nights are more open than my days are.
So I've noticed, as tend to be mine. Got a lot of stuff that I must do in the school, and with the other projects, of course.
Of course, I will make sure to get back to you. Have more information. We can set something up.
Excellent. All right, Silas. Over the next couple of days, you can you'll get some information back from Cipriano. So Bryson's job checks out. Bryson does have connections in the school. There is, or at least potential, I should say potential, because again, he can't be quite certain, but there are people who've confirmed that Bryson does go in and out of the school. But otherwise, it's still relatively unclear too much else. It seems like he's got a clean background overall. It's one of the things Cipriano can confirm. So Cipriano kind of asks that you do some research and see what you can find out.
I guess we'll do. Can I use the number or email or whatever that's on the card to see if anything comes up?
Yeah, there's not much to search for. There's the company that he works for, but the company is like, it's one of those companies that just explains things in like business talk, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you happen to work adjacent to the industry he's in. And since it's finance, it gets real complicated real quick.
We leverage our band to risk mitigation.
Exactly.
I see. I'm trying to think. Because that was literally my only way of seeing.
There are other ways to learn about people than the internet.
Hey, listen, it's hard out here. I'm used to the internet.
Address on the card.
Oh, the address of the business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go to the... go check the address out.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, you can go over to the business. This is a relatively, small, business building. It is closed by the time you arrive. But one of the interesting things is that you can still see a light on the inside. But the door is locked.
If Silas walks around, well, of course, making sure there's no one else watching him, would he be able to tell, from any angle who, is still inside with the light on? Or...
Yeah, give me a stealth plus a dexterity first, since you're trying to not draw too much attention to yourself.
You said dexterity and what else? I'm
Stealth
sorry.
plus dexterity.
Stealth. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
you can
actually.
slip your way around the building, and then give me an awareness plus wits. Okay. Yeah, you can manage to like peek your way up a little bit. You see a window, you happen to peer inside. It's not a very big window and it's up kind of high. But you manage to grab something and kind of that you can move over in a position and step up. And you'll see what looks like a familiar face inside. They can't quite see you from the angle you're looking, kind of like a back and 45 degrees.
I see. What could he be doing? The slate, I wonder. So you could just barely make out who it is, right? You wouldn't be able to see any like details on if he's working on
No,
anything.
the screen is kind of bright because the room is very dim. But it's really hard to kind of like from the angle you're at and from the brightness to be able to read anything on the screen.
Is there anything kind of just like noticeable that Silas can see if he were to look around the room outside of?
It's very well decorated. It looks like there's been time in making the decisions about what goes where. It has these like kind of make sure I'm remembering the art style here. No, that's not the one. The other one, I think. Yeah, so it has like this kind of Art Nouveau styling to it. So there are these like kind of not necessarily bright, but there's like color to things, but it has like these like pops of you'd almost call them like flourishes of scenery about things. A lot of stuff looks kind of wispy and stringy.
I see. Which is like the complete opposite of Silas's art style. The complete opposite. Well, I think Silas will definitely take that into account for keeping in mind when they meet. But I think he'll just take the information that he was kind of able to get at face value.
Okay.
And carefully slink his way back.
Sure.
Until they.
Anything else you want to try to do?
This is before the meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it'll kind of just like eat at Silas's mind as to why, after seeing like the art, kind of being like interested more so as to like why he just randomly came up and said something to him.
Yeah.
Outside of the obvious that he thinks it is, because like it's not because of the art. Realistically, let's be honest here, honey. Okay. So yeah, that's it.
But ultimately, you're not gonna like cancel your meeting though, correct?
No.
Okay. So the two of you can meet up after some time passes. The recommendation that because are you letting him make the recommendation of where to meet?
Yeah, so he can internally judge him on his taste.
Okay. Let's see something here because there's not a lot. So I think what he would end up doing, would be to invite you out for frozen yogurt. Nice, safe choice.
Can't go wrong with the frozen yogurt.
The name of the place is Yo Crazy.
Oh my god. How many stars?
4.6.
Oh, well, okay.
It is a relatively, at the time you guys are going, he sticks a little later towards the evening. His claim is that he's had a lot going on lately. But yeah, he will meet you there, basically right on time. So if you're early or late, he won't be early. He will not be late. So if you're there late, you won't. He'll be there. If you're early, he won't be there.
Okay.
Well, it's a joy to see you again.
I can say the same.
I hope you're not offended, but there isn't exactly a lot of stuff to choose from here at this time of day that I like, I should say.
Well, everything that I've seen so far, nothing really piques my fancy, but it's better than nothing.
It's the way a lot of things are here. But at least this resembles refreshing. How goes your work? I believe you said you were working on some art for the installation here? For an installation here, rather?
I am. It's my depiction of Lucifer's fall.
It's a rather interesting decision. How do you feel like your heart is pulling you in this work?
In a way, I suppose I've been using it as a way to vent or grieve. So, in some way, my heart has a positive pull towards it.
What do you feel like you're grieving?
Someone that I cared about deeply.
Taken from you too early?
Mm-hmm.
It's always sad when that happens. It's not often that we get the opportunity to find people that mean anything to us. And it seems like for one reason or another, life tends to split things apart unexpectedly. Sometimes it just feels like you have to hold on.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how tight you hold on. It'll slip through your fingers still.
That's true. It is what life does. It is what people do. Do you find that your art is relieving, or do you feel that it builds in yourself the feelings that you have, that it sort of causes them to boil?
Sometimes they do. In some aspects, I wish my art could bring relief to someone, but art isn't always meant to do such a thing or bring comfort. Sometimes art is meant to be uncomfortable.
And do you prefer the what is uncomfortable to others over relieving your own comfort?
I do. I would rather others force something that they continuously try to push aside or feign ignorance to.
How does it feel when someone disregards your opinion?
Where and how I grew up, my opinion never really mattered. And when it did, it only mattered to one person. And that was all that mattered to me. Now, I could care less if anyone truly listens to me.
It's often interesting. I work predominantly with numbers and information, trying to give people answers that make everything feel better, make everything work out. But the thrill I get, the enjoyment I get is similar. I most like it when I get to tell them that they don't know what they're doing. When they live in an ignorant little bubble, believing that they should be able to have the money to do the things they want to do, or that they should be able to use the money that has been given to them in a way that they think is the way that they want. But oftentimes it's not. Money, when given certain ways, is about rules, it's about control. And so many people don't understand what it means to have control, what it means to give control, what it means to take control. Many people are unknowingly slaves not only to their own desire, but the desire of others. The idea that you take your art and you make it something that takes control of the thoughts of others, that is a beautiful thing. Do you have any work that you'd like to share?
He'll show. I would say at this point he has like a new sketchbook, and he'll show him his little sketchbook. He always carries that around. You gotta have that thing on you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have that thing, you know?
He will flip through, deliberately provocative in so many ways. But yet abstract. So as he says that, you're a little maybe confused by what he says. I feel like Silas is pretty aware of what Silas is painting when Silas paints it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he claims that it is abstract, that there is something not all put together about this.
Oh, I see. What is abstract in your mind? about it.
Well, you can't see it?
When I paint or I draw, I do it so with intention. So, what I saw were... No, I had it in my mind and I forgot.
It's alright.
No!
Work on it a little bit.
And I'm sad. There was a picture in my mind when I began my sketches, and that is what I saw. We'll just say that. I don't remember what it was saying.
Your art takes... You create in this a definition that you want, and you connect the things together. But look here at these things, and he'll start pointing to things within your art. And as he is doing this, give me a composure check. Just raw composure. No, give me composure plus etiquette, I think, here. Oops. Okay, good. Wow. You kind of hold it together in what he's saying, but you realize that he's doing this on purpose. And as he's doing this, you notice that, like, you used to get critiques of your art all the time when you would do things. People are obviously judgy on a regular basis. But something here stings more because some parts of what he's saying, they're right. He's pointing out that, like, the emotion that you put in and the way that you've expressed something, it is what you want it to be. But there are other things that take away from it. These things that he keeps calling abstractions. How does Silas respond to that? How does that make Silas feel? Now, Silas has held it together, so Silas can be collected in their feelings. But how does that make Silas feel?
I feel like he doesn't know whether or not to be insulted or like a small part of him is like slightly impressed, I guess you could say. He's kind of torn between the two, doesn't really know how to, like, kind of in his head, he's like, I don't know how I should really respond to this.
Yeah, I think, and as you're like kind of stunned there, he'll look down at his cup of frozen yogurt. Oh, unfortunately, it seems like I've run out. I'll tell you what, why don't we meet back up here in a couple of days and we can dig into this a little more. Does it sound okay?
He's gonna take his sketchbook back and say that's fine.
Yeah, he'll stand up, walk over, toss the cup in the trash, and head on out. And I think that is where we will head on out of this session. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good night.
night.